slasher films.
Oh god.
Maybe we can talk about like our favorite like killer.
Since I picked zombies last time and you asked me about it, we're gonna let the noobs right here choose a killer.
A killer?
Okay,
Slasher.
so I'm.
You already know what I'm gonna pick.
Can I go first?
Yeah. You already know what I'm
What
gonna
do you
pick.
think?
Xenomorph.
Is he a killer?
That's not a slasher.
That's
It's
not
not
a
a
slasher.
slasher. Oh, slasher.
Yeah,
Science
yeah,
fiction.
yeah.
He slashes you from the inside,
That's
but
science
that's not the
fiction.
same thing.
We're talking like
Leatherface.
Who?
Leatherface.
Which
Leatherface?
one? The remake or the
The
original?
first one.
The original?
The original. The
Wait,
first
what's the
one.
difference?
Oh, because one of them is called Thomas Hewitt, I think, or whatever.
That's the remake.
That's the remake, and then the original one is Jed Sawyer.
Yes. Yeah.
Tobe Hooper, that's his name, Tobe Hooper. The actor who played as him. That's the original.
Tobe Hooper's the director.
Oh, my bad then. Gunnar Hansen.
Gunnar Hansen. Yep.
Sorry.
I did not.
Gunnar Hansen.
I didn't know.
He's the original one from like the original, like first ever Texas Chainsaw.
Yes.
Before they
remade
remade it.
That was creepy.
Before they
I loved
remade
it.
it. in
So
2003.
okay, growing up, I was deadly terrified of Leatherface because I was under the assumption that Leatherface was real, and then
Because of the remake, the original, like the opening sequence when it was like they found these photographs. Was it because of that?
And then it's like the cop, like in the in the basement, who's,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
recording stuff. He's like, all right, here's the killer's stuff, and then like he gets killed. But like, I don't know. I was just always like afraid, like if I went to Texas, like Leatherface would kill me.
I went to
And-
Texas and
and-
no one killed me.
And growing up, like I was just always scared of Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw movies, and like I never wanted to watch them. But like now watching like Texas like Chainsaw movies, like they're all cool. Like I like watching them. Well, my favorite slasher. Since you already said Leatherface,
I said Michael Myers.
I think I'm gonna go with
Pamela Voorhees.
no. Damn, dude, I don't know. Because I was gonna say Leatherface.
Charles Lee Ray.
No, I don't
Chucky.
want to say Chucky or Leprechaun or
Ghostface.
Candyman,
Candyman. I love that
Candyman's
movie.
good.
I love Candyman.
Pinhead. No, I guess
He's
I'll
like
just
really
say
a slasher?
Pinhead isn't really a slasher.
No,
He's
no.
more like a
Torture.
more like a
demon,
boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Yeah.
You could say Freddy. Freddy's like it's 50-50. He's
a-
boogeyman
yeah,
and
and
slasher.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll just say Jason.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
God
You gonna say
damn it.
Jason? Yeah,
Jason,
that's like,
I'm sorry, dude.
I
I'm looking
have
at
so
you.
much-
Jason fits you. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have guessed that was it.
I have so much memorabilia of that dude, and I even have like a Jason ring.
No
You
way.
do? Yeah, dude.
I
like,
just
I have
remembered that.
I have so much memorabilia.
You can't say Jason. You're a noob.
Yeah, no, he can say Jason. He's
But I don't know.
It's
I'm a
democracy.
noob, dude. I don't know anyone else. Who else?
Well, which Jason though? There are so many.
Yeah, you know what?
That
No
we can
one's
break
like
it down to
Scream.
that.
I'm surprised.
Oh,
that
Ghostface?
Nobody likes him.
Nah, Ghostface is
Ghostface.
actually Ghostface is pretty original. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the very first.
You know who else? I don't think you guys have seen the Hatchet movies.
I fucking love Victor Crowley, dude. Come on,
That's
bro.
like the goriest fucking movie.
I fucking love, and then Kane Hodder, Jason from Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, he played
And,
four
yeah,
Jasons.
he played four Jasons, and then he plays Victor Crowley, the serial killer.
Which is
I
supposed to
love
be
that
like
movie.
his version, like I guess their own version of Jason.
Of
Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees, yeah,
But
but like
he-
over the top.
Yeah, like he doesn't hold back.
Yeah, and then using nothing but practical effects.
Yeah, that was really good.
I
Alright, if
love
you were to
those.
pick a Jason
Which Jason?
Voorhees, which Jason would you pick? When he's alive or when he's
Zombie
dead?
Jason?
Jason X.
No,
Okay,
no. You know what?
that's not a bad movie.
I'm gonna
Alright,
have to say Jason X because of the sleeping bag.
Uber
Oh,
Jason.
Oh,
brilliant,
He's-
brilliant.
His name's Uber Jason. Straight up, look that up. You're gonna be like, why? Why did they call him that?
That,
That's
like,
actually pretty badass.
when I first saw the sleeping bag kill, dude.
Dope.
It was funny,
Hell yeah.
but like, wow, it was mainly just funny. It was mainly just funny.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Jason lives.
Hey, okay, so I have a
That's
question.
my favorite Friday, by the way,
I
hands
have
down.
I have a question for you guys, like, because I don't really know, horror and Jason like you guys do. What's the differences between the Jasons?
All right. So in the beginning, obviously, when the first movie came out, it was Pamela Voorhees,
The
the mom.
Okay.
And then the plot twist at the end of that movie was that Jason was
Jason
never
was-
actually
yeah,
dead. He was alive.
and he comes
He,
out.
can,
the
he, comes
lake.
out, he comes out of the water as
Yeah.
like his little teenage self, little
Yeah.
teenage actor that played him or whatever, pulls a chick into the water. So
Yeah.
the plot twist was he wasn't dead.
Part 2, it opens
Part-
up with her at the hospital.
Part 2 opens up with the chick in the hospital, and then that Jason, he wears a potato sack mask.
Yes.
That's where they had the
Yeah,
first one.
I
Hatchet
love that
Jason.
one too as well. Yeah,
This was pre like
hockey mask,
Hockey Mask before he became an icon. The third one,
the farmhouse.
the farmhouse. Yeah, he was still alive
It
too.
was still that.
I forgot which one he
Oh,
died.
so he wasn't like he didn't have like a disfigured face.
Part 4.
He
Part
did have
4
a
is when he
yes,
dies.
He did.
Part 4 is when he dies.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the final Friday.
That was supposed to be the final one, and then Part 5, it's not really him.
No.
It's a copycat killer.
Yes.
You could tell because
What the?
yeah, Part 5 it's a copycat
That's
killer.
supposed to
Yeah.
show how much I know about that shit.
Part 5 is the copycat killer. He wears you could tell it's not Jason because he wears a blue. Like his mask has blue lines, and
Yeah.
each one of the Jasons when he starts when Jason is actually alive and dead, when he gets his hockey mask, you can see like he's wearing the same outfit throughout the entire movies. It's just slowly like rotting away or decaying or looking like shit or looking like ass.
Wow.
And then-
looking like ass.
Part 6 is when he actually like comes back from the dead. Like
Yeah.
he's actually alive.
From the fucking, I love
And
that
then-
fucking scene with the lightning strike and everything.
This is where we meet final boy, the because I'm not gonna say final girl, because Tommy Jarvis.
Tommy Jarvis.
If you played Friday the 13th, the game,
Oh, I heard about
He's
that.
in
I
there
haven't
all the
played it.
time.
yeah, he's in there specific. The reason they put him in there was because he actually plays like an important role. He came out, I think, in multiple. I think it was like 3 movies in total. One as a teenager, one as a pre kind of adult, and then one as a full-fledged adult. And then from there, like when he kills them, I think that's when we started getting these really crappy ones, like Jason Takes Manhattan.
I love that one.
Or-
How could you call it crappy, dude?
I'm gonna be
I love
honest.
I love
It was cool, dude. But you know, it's one thing to milk a franchise. It's another
Yeah.
thing. You're milking it too far. Like
Yeah.
it's 10 movies, dude. They made it all the way up to X, and then you
I
got
think
part
that's where you're
9.
milking the franchise. Jason Goes to Space.
Yeah, you got part 9, which is basically okay. That movie made no fucking sense whatsoever.
Which one's that one? Jason
That's
goes
it.
to,
Yeah, that's
Goes to
the
Hell.
Final Friday. That's the one
Jason
where
Goes to Hell.
that's the one where we were supposed to get. I don't know if you know this, but at the end of that movie specifically, they show a little Easter egg to the whole pre-Freddy vs. Jason
Freddy versus,
series.
yeah, and then when Jason
And we had to wait 30 years
What's Freddy's
for that
glove?
movie to come out.
Yeah, dude.
But you see, like Freddy's glove.
Really?
come out.
Yeah, and it grabs- it pulls
It grabs
Jason
Jason's
in underground
mask and you
into
see
hell.
it pull him in.
Yeah.
And okay, so
I gotta watch these movies.
Yeah, dude,
after
for sure.
Jason is pretty much alive all the way up to part 4, and then after part 5, when the
He's a zombie.
copycat killer is, he's dead. And then after that, he's like straight up undead. Now, the only reason I didn't like the Final Friday movie was because that movie didn't necessarily have Jason throughout the
No.
entire thing.
Evil worm.
It was like this evil spirit or whatever. Like he needed to possess somebody's body. They basically busted a Freddy Krueger kind of persona. Because you've seen Freddy vs. Jason, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you know that scene where the worm takes over the dude's body?
Yeah,
like
that's
the stoner?
basically what Jason
That's
is.
basically what Jason is.
It's like a
So
possessive worm
and-
parasite.
the only way for
Yeah.
him to come back to life was to possess, I think, a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needed to possess a kid or whatever. And then after that, Jason X. Okay, Jason X was just for fun. That movie
Yeah.
was literally
It
made
was
just for
fun.
fun.
It was
It's not- it's
fun.
not canon?
God, it was fun.
Not really.
No.
It's just
Oh,
made
it
for
was just
fun.
Jason in space.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just made it for fun.
Could have been a TV special.
And then
honestly.
you got the remake, the 2009.
I liked it. I thought it was
remake,
okay. I really liked it. I didn't
Friday
like
the 13th?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
It was alright.
That's the only one I
2009.
didn't see.
Platinum.
Wait, hold on, real quick. What I was gonna say was the remake of Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Is that a continuation or like a
No.
legit like let's
It's
start
a
over from the
reboot.
beginning?
It's a reboot.
It's just a
And it
reboot.
rehashes the first 3 movies, right?
So do you think?
it opens. Okay, well, look at it.
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
No, I was gonna say, do you think like they would carry off from that, like do Friday the 13th again,
No, they're planning a
gonna-
remake.
or it was just Friday the 13th?
No, they're planning a remake. They're not
planning
going to do that. It's just it's like Spider-Man. It got repeated so many fucking times.
You know what I heard though? I don't know if you've heard they were toying around with 2 different ideas for a new Friday movie when Paramount had the rights and then when New Line had them again or some weird thing like that. The 2 ideas that they were playing with was having like a prequel kind of, but like Jason's stepfather plays a role. I don't know if you heard about that. And then Jason
I
like
didn't.
in the winter time with snow. That would have been dope, dude. I love that. Like the red blood, like
Yeah,
with the juxtaposition, blue
of
snow,
white,
like
yeah.
white.
Is that from The Witcher?
What about that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got something for you then.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
I like gifts. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like those 2 ideas, like I would have loved to have seen like a Jason in winter with like the machete, dude, the white background,
Yeah.
the blood. You know, like it's winter. They can't go outside. They can only stay in the cabin. And they go outside. Fucking frostbite. You know what I mean? Like, fighting the
Having
elements,
different things play a role.
different things play a role. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that. I don't know,
Plus, too, like in seasonal times, like say if we threw like Jason like somewhere like where there's like hunters and stuff, and they play a role too.
yeah,
He kills
yeah.
the hunters.
Yeah, see stuff like that.
Did you?
Skin
Your,
a deer, he
your
skins
favorite
the goose.
character is Jason. What did you think of the remake?
No.
No, nothing worked. for
That's
you at
it.
all.
That's the show.
Just
You
no
know
one.
What about? Now hear me out here, guys. I can't even kid myself. But what about the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Oh God! Shut your fucking mouth right now.
Hey,
Don't even
I'm
speak.
gonna turn it off.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just
Now,
not.
here's my question for Scott.
What
What do you think of the Halloween remake?
Nope.
That's being made.
that's being made
Yeah,
now?
you mean the
Yeah.
remake?
2018.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna not be a remake. It's a reboot, and it's gonna retcon. In other words, it's gonna completely erase everything from
Yeah, scary, huh?
the all the sequels, all of them. So it's part 2, part 4, all of that. None of that exists with this new one. I love that. I love that idea. There's no way that it can. There's no
Continue
way
it.
for it to continue
Yeah.
off of Rob Zombie's Abominations.
Version, yeah.
I mean, I love them.
Abominations.
They hold a special place in my heart because when I was in middle school, I went down to Pasadena.
Story
I
time.
went down to Pasadena, dude. Okay, so this was around 2006, 2007. They're in production of Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I come into contact with Tyler Mane, who plays Sabretooth in X-Men, and then he was cast to play Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's remake. And so, one thing led to another. He was like, dude, like, come watch this film. I was like, dude, like, it's an honor, like, bro, like, I hope you do, like, a good job as Michael Myers, blah, 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 what have you, because he's fucking 6'10 or 6'8, whatever he is, he's tall, and I was like, dude, that's weird, like, how's that gonna play, like, I don't know, but I was asking him all these questions. He's like, dude, why don't you just come down and watch this film? And he gives me the address to the Myers house, dude, like, it's on Glendon Way in South Pasadena, literally down the street from the original Myers house in South Pasadena. And so I begged my dad. I'm like, dude, can we go? Like, well, I didn't call him dude. I called him, dad. But I was like, Dad, can we like go? Like, let's take me. It's South Pasadena. He's all like, all right, when I get off of work. So we go, right? We get there. It's closed off, right? And so there's security. The street's closed. Like, there's a big crane. Like, the lights and everything. It looked gorgeous, dude, right? So then we managed to like get kind of there. So the street was closed off, and there was like a barricade, like a plastic barricade. And so we managed to kind of like get around security because we told him that, oh, the actor, like, he told me that, like, to meet up here, blah blah blah. And the guys were like, all right, cool, just don't get in the way. So we were like we were still by the barricade, but kind of to the side. And then like I hear like action, dude, and then like, oh, someone walks behind me, and I turn around, dude, it's Rob Zombie, like, right there, like, in my face, like, right behind me, and I turn around, I'm like, it's Rob Zombie, like, I was like, because, I mean, I love White Zombie, the band,
Yeah.
and I don't necessarily like his solo stuff, but, like, I like Rob Zombie, like, and I like The House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I really like those movies, so I'm like, dude, it's Rob Zombie, director of the new Halloween, and he's walking by, and then so the scene's done. It's like Michael Myers on the top of the I don't know if you've seen the remake. Like, there's a scene where he's like on top, like watching them get out of the van, and he's like, look, it's nighttime, and he's like watching. He's on the top of the balcony, and he's watching them get out of the van. And so I saw that scene in film, and so he yells cut. They're in a big tent on this side across the street from the house, and so the actor that plays Michael Myers, he comes down in like full gear, but he takes his mask off because the special effects, the prop guy, Wayne Toth is his name, he has a special case for it, so he took it down, blah blah blah, what have you. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god. So he's talking to the special effects prop guy, and he's like, to Wayne Toth, and they're like talking, blah blah blah. I don't know what's happening. This is across the street. And so I see the guy hand him a knife, and he grabs the knife and he starts walking across the street, and I'm like, okay. And he's walking faster, and I'm all like, and he walks faster, and I'm all like, oh shit. And he finally reaches across the street, dude. He goes up to me and he shanks me with the knife, and I'm like, what the fuck? And but the knife goes in, and I'm all like, I was scared, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this? He goes, hey, you're Scott, right? I'm all like, yeah. He goes, I'm Tyler Mane, nice to meet you. And I'm all like, ah. And then my dumbass, dude, I brought my mom's digital camera to take pictures with him. I left the battery charging, so I didn't get a picture with him with my own camera. But he was nice enough to get like the on-set photographer. It was this, I don't know her name, but she came. He went up to her, and then like after 20 minutes, he brought her down. He was like, dude, like, I'll have her take a picture. We'll mail you the picture once it's printed. And sure enough, dude, like, it was like November after the movie had come out, because it came out like August 2007, something like that. Mm-hmm. And so like around November, like, I get a package in the mail. I had long forgotten. I didn't think he would like remember. I thought it was just like, he was being nice or whatever. But I checked my mailbox, dude. There's this big old yellow envelope, and then I opened it, and there were pictures, dude, and they were all signed. Like, I was like, wow, like Tyler Mane. Like,
and obviously you still have them.
Oh god, dude, hell yeah, yeah, man.
Shit.
Yeah, I even have a picture of Lamar Odom that he signed for me. But that's basketball. That's another.
Why did he
discussion.
sign a picture of Lamar Odom for you?
Because he was on the Lakers, you know. No, he didn't sign. No. I also that had nothing to do with. I'm just saying I have 2 signed memorabilia's. One of them is Lamar Odom, and one of them is Sanerman.
That's funny.
That had nothing to do with the other.
You understand? I
Yeah, I knew exactly what you were saying. I was like, why did Michael Myers sign a picture of Lamar Odom?
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, so I mean, I didn't care for the remake much, but I mean, I liked that experience.
Yeah,
I love that experience.
hands down.
A
the
really,
best
really
ever.
great experience. Yeah.
That's like that. I would love for something like that to happen to me with any Marvel
For sure.
property
Yeah,
ever. I mean, more specifically, if I'm being honest, RDJ for sure. I mean, I'll probably shit my
RDJ's
pants.
a punk bitch.
This is RDJ.
What?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna hear it when I listen to it. So just tell me.
No, you're not.
Nah.
I'll cut it out.
What
When I
did
edit
he
the
It's
podcast. I'll cut that out.
It's because I know what is gonna spring up. I said, who's RDJ? Oh, I get it. It was an acronym, right?
Yes.
I literally thought Robert Downey Jr.
You dumb motherfucker!
I thought you meant Artie.
Not right,
like the
not
name
right.
Artie.
RDJ.
Like Artie and
I
the
hear
name
it,
J.
I hear it.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
was like, who the fuck's Artie J?
He's not there yet. Give him some time, fellas. Give him some time.
Yeah, it sounded like art, like Artie. A-R-T-I.
No, I get what you're saying, but I didn't see it that way because I thought you were just fucking around when you said like, who's RDJ? And I'm like, are you serious?
You were being
serious?
Next. Stop Alright, next topic, I guess.
Alright, I got it. Science fiction. Why is the Xenomorph the best?
It's not Predator. Next.
It's not.
The thing.
See, I said that earlier too. I said that
The
earlier.
thing, the game was pretty fun. I don't know if you guys played it.
Yeah, I played it.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I never seen the movie though. I'd like to.
He's my favorite Fantastic Four character.
Okay, so my question, let me see. What do I have to bring to the horror topic slash?
Said Resident Evil almost slapped you.
Oh god.
I'm trying so hard to like not mention Resident Evil.
Mention what?
Movie.
What movie?
Wait, me or him?
I was like, because you're the closest.
Harsh. Yeah, dude. I can't. When it comes to horror, like I can't really think much. Like, oh, okay. Do you have something to throw out there?
What do you think is killing modern day
Family.
horror?
CGI.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Cliche horror, CGI, a plot that is definitely so fucking boring. Characters that are made to look extremely stupid. I mean, I know back then we had characters that were stupid, but not everybody was a fucking idiot. And then coming up with cliche movies like
Paranormal Activity.
Truth or Dare.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Blumhouse.
So what do you think will make horror movies better?
We already, that's basically like answering your
Yeah,
question.
he said
Making
like,
Less,
Kinda
alright,
care
alright,
about
I'm just gonna go back.
underground.
I'm just gonna go back to the main points. Just to
Way
answer your
less.
question. Less CGI and characters that have a fucking personality that we give a fuck about.
course.
Points of the story. No fucking cliche fucking endings or whatnot, and don't milk a franchise.
Also, jump scares for the sake of jump scares.
Don't
That
overdo it.
feels
So
that
overdo
pisses
it.
me off. Terrible.
Dude, it's like you're watching fucking. Okay, have you heard of Pablo Francisco?
yeah.
Okay, you know how he's making a joke about Arnold Schwarzenegger and whatnot, the Little Tortilla Boy movie? Here comes the action. Oh, no, wait,
Yeah.
no. Get down! Double the action. Get down again!
It's exactly like that.
Okay, so if you're doing a jump scare, come on, dude, you're gonna have 2 jump scares in one scene?
No.
No, dude, that's bad. You gotta
Yeah.
learn to build the tension up. You're using, people are sitting in a theater, dude. The theater is dark. They have sound. Like, this loud-ass fucking sound system just hitting them, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
There's nothing more annoying than getting 2 jump scares immediately. Like, oh, we didn't scare you the first time. We're gonna be fucking dumbasses and add another one right
We're
here.
gonna be
Right,
dumbasses.
right after, too.
Look, a little girl. Oh fuck! Look right in front of you. It's the same little girl. Come on, dude.
I know. I agree. And
You
that's
guys-
what I think Annabelle Creation, they got it right. That one, it didn't have jump scares for the sake of jump scares, and they stuck to one, and then they waited a couple beats, a couple scenes even, and in another one, and they didn't overdo it like that. The cliche where like you're in the mirror, and you're expecting, like when he closes the mirror, like in
Yeah.
the bathroom, you're expecting someone there. They close it, there's nothing there. He turns around, bam, he's there. But you're scared twice. Like that takes you out of it, you know?
Yeah, like
that's terrible.
I don't know. You've seen old school horror movies where, like, Insidious. You've seen Insidious, right? The first one.
Yes,
Okay, so let's be honest. That movie was pretty good.
it was the very first one. Yeah,
The music would kind of like build up your tension,
Yes.
and the atmosphere would kind of build up the tension. And then the moment a jump scare happened, you already have that tension from the atmosphere. That
and
built
so
up.
it gets you.
So it gets you.
It gets
like,
you.
you actually like feel it. You're actually
Yes.
like, holy shit, that was actually pretty fucking
That-
good.
yeah.
Good job. But the moment you overdo that and you overdo that element, you're just basically, it's like you're depending on it too much.
Yeah,
Ah,
You're gonna be depending
like
on
a
it.
and that's not
Yeah.
a scary
Like,
movie.
It's like
that's the-
medication.
yeah.
You're gonna be depending on it too much,
Yeah.
basically.
Agreed.
I see. So it's a two-part question. It's a two-part question before we wrap up.
All right.
What is your favorite like horror movie to date, or of all time, or probably both? And what movie like or series or whatever you like, but you'd want to see be done better or improve it in some way? Let's start like this.
No, it's not that way. I want to
Okay.
hear his example.
Halloween. Oh my God! There's nothing that's the granddaddy of all the slasher films. I'm not including Psycho or Black Christmas.
Wait, hold on. Which one is this one? Your favorite movie of all time, or which
My
one you want
favorite
remake?
movie of all time, Halloween 1978. And do I have to give like a reason?
I mean, just like say what you want to say about the movie.
All right, dude. Halloween.
why it's your
nothing,
choice.
Nothing beats that. Like the supernatural element of Michael Myers, the fact that he's like a force to be reckoned with, the fact that it's like the underlying theme is like destiny and fate,
Yeah.
and where her fate, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And in the original, there's no connection. There's no familial connection to them. It wasn't until the second one where John Carpenter was like drunk one night, couldn't think of a reason why he would want to keep going after her, and he thought, let's just make them related. Let's make them siblings. And that right there, I feel, is where the death of that franchise started. Even though I do love Halloween 2, and I love Halloween 4. God, that's not even started. But anyway, so but Halloween, like that, there was no rhyme or reason to why the boogeyman was after these people. He just, for some one reason or the other, after escaping from that mental hospital, he gets to his old house, and she just happens to remind him of his sister that he had killed 15 years before. And there was no reason for that except for the fact that she was there, you know? And then fate, like it's that underlying theme, you know, of like wrong place at the wrong time, and then now the cards have been dealt.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be, you know,
Getting goosebumps.
exactly. Do you? But you get what I'm saying? Like I don't know. What
I mean,
that's
like, I guess now I don't have to watch the movie because I just heard the whole thing.
you've never seen Halloween?
Dude,
All right.
Say sorry, crucify me. I told you.
movie night. Movie night
Oh my
tonight.
God, bro.
Dude.
Oh. God. Fuck yeah.
Hey.
You'll appreciate his Halloween story that he told earlier way more when you watch the movie.
Yes,
fuck
dude, you'll
yeah.
understand. You'll
They're
understand.
that good.
Fucking slap him.
Whoa. Okay.
A little too real.
So,
Do it again.
what movie?
What franchise?
What movie or franchise or whatever would you like to see like done better?
Halloween.
The Halloween franchise.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Halloween 4. I loved it because it brought forth the
sorry,
niece
that's
aspect. But I feel like what made the original Halloween so terrifying was that it could have happened to anyone. You know, like
Yeah.
it didn't have to be Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis's character. It didn't have to be her. It could have been anybody. You know, it could have been your grandmother. She just happened to be there. You know.
You're talking about my gam like that.
Yeah, but it could have been anybody. You know, it didn't have to be her. You know,
Yeah,
and I feel
yeah.
like by making them related, it narrows it down to that. You know, like you could have had Michael Myers chasing anybody. You know, but then it stuck to like his family, and that's where I feel like it ruined it. You know, like there's no rhyme or reason in the original, but then it's just strictly family and whoever happened to be there around the time. There's no. I didn't feel there was a threat to that. You know, like it's just your uncle coming to fuck you up. You know, like there's nothing scary about that to me because we know that if as long as you're not at all in cahoots with that family, you're safe. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas in
yeah.
the original one, like fuck, it could have been anybody. You know, just random 3 babysitters and you're fucked. You know, like there's nothing that you could have done differently to stop that from happening. It was just wrong place at the wrong time. You know, and then that it kind of like pigeonholes it into the family, and like you're stuck there. You know, there's nothing else that you could do, and then you're starting to deal with like the cults of Thorn, like pagan ritual, like all of that. That's where it gets in the Curse of Michael Myers. Is like there's nowhere else to go from there. You know, and then they did like a semi-soft reboot in Halloween H2O, where they erased all of those movies, and then they just went back to
basically.
she didn't die. It was Laurie Strode. She had faked her death and all that, and I loved H2O, by the way. I feel like it was a rightful sequel to Halloween 2. I love, and then Resurrection was like,
I love H2O also.
I loved H2O.
Me too. Give me that one.
Yeah.
I want some H2O right now. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck!
Alright, here's your Nikki.
Well, alright, I'm gonna try to keep it short and simple.
The opposite of what I did.
Yeah, sorry. But since again I don't really watch like horror movies like you guys do, but
Sorry. Shaun of the Dead.
off the top of my head, like I guess my favorite one currently would be the Evil Dead remake.
I'm just kidding. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I've seen the originals, and yeah, I don't really have much to say about it other than it was just like it was really
Caught your attention.
it was really well made. And I'm not the type of person to like actively seek out movie going experiences with horror movies. And like this one I saw in theaters, and I was like into it because I've seen horror movies before, and I don't like going to theaters to see horror movies, not because they scare me, but it's just like because they don't catch my attention, then they don't scare me. But the Evil Dead, like I was like actively trying to like hide myself, like what the hell's happening, like what's going on, what's happening next, and I was just like into the movie, and I was like, this is a really good remake.
Wow.
A franchise that I would like to see be redone better. I'm sorry, Rick, but it has to be Resident Evil.
Oh, I don't care for that. I thought you were about to say the sacred word.
No, because he said he was gonna slap you if I mentioned it again.
Yeah, I have like 3 shirts, patches,
But
so much merch of these franchises.
after 6 dropped, Resident Evil 6, like months after, they said it was gonna be rebooted again.
No one cares about that first one.
Yeah, that franchise is so dead.
Like I mean, Resident Evil, like for those who know me, it's very near and dear to my heart, and I would like to see it be done with proper care.
You can remove that from your heart.
So those are my answers, Rick.
All right. Everyone who knows me very close knows that my favorite horror.
He loves
sci-fi horror.
He loves Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Pee-wee's Playhouse, and the entire Aliens franchise is just so golden.
He's talking about Men in Black, by the way.
Really, the entire
Men in Black.
wait, the whole like
Well, I mean,
franchise is a series?
like Halloween, there
Mhm.
was some mistakes here.
okay, all right.
There was a few hiccups, but yeah, just to see a horror done in a different time setting and like a monster horror too. That like I don't know if you guys knew, but in the very first Alien, when they did the trailer, you didn't know what the alien looked like, and it was
Nothing,
a part of the
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
the whole thing.
And it was very empty of plot or any type of
Yeah,
like, it was just
Yeah, it was the trailer in itself
Yeah.
was just a mystery.
yeah.
So just it's something
You
that
look
was
like you're losing.
done
I'm
different.
about to say something really funny. That's
I
fine.
I know Robert's
It's one up
waiting.
next. It's one up next. It's one up next.
All right,
No,
and yeah, it's just so sexy, just so sexy.
I agree.
Just have me saying sexy for like 10 times, because that's just the details of it.
So what series would you want?
I honestly want to see a lot of the whole like ghost genre for horror movies be done better, because obviously like the mainstream Paranormal Activity and all that kind of just.
Well, the first one was
Takes it.
independent, very independent. That one was like.
Oh yeah, but I mean like now.
I
like,
agree. Yeah,
yeah,
Paranormal
it
Activity,
just-
The Marked Death. What the fuck was that? Let's not even talk about
Yeah,
that.
the marked ones.
I like the
Is
one
that
about
what
the
that
shit
the
is?
one,
Yeah,
the one with the
Mark-
cholos and
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
LA and
no.
stuff.
Continue. Anyway. Wait, one quick question. Sorry to. Alien or Aliens?
Ooh,
I always get asked, and I have to say the first one.
Alien.
Ah.
Because that's what started it all.
Yeah.
Because there's
just-
an actual argument
Yeah.
that Aliens James Cameron's version of the sequel is better than the first one.
Here's the thing though,
I'm one of those
with the second
like
one,
Aliens.
the second one is more action based. The first one is a legit
There you
horror.
go.
Horror movie.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a real
Yeah.
horror movie.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, I'm ready for the punishment.
Ask me.
Ask you what? Oh, what are your favorite? Like, what's your favorite movie and what do you want to see?
What do you mean by fair movie?
What's your
Like
favorite
your
horror film
favorite
of all
horror-
time?
Oh,
like
that's
all
easy,
time?
dude. Mary Poppins.
I'm just gonna fly away right now.
Nah. I've been holding that in.
I'm Mary Poppins, yo.
It would have been better if I didn't say anything, dude.
It's obviously a Barney the dinosaur, dude. I'm scared shitless of that fucking.
I don't know if you guys seen fucking SpongeBob.
Get out. Hey, say Resident Evil real quick.
Resident Evil?
Wait,
Alright. Favorite horror movie series.
No, just film, and then we'll talk about like the franchise that you want to fix.
Alright, so it'd definitely be Friday the 13th.
Like without
The first
thinking, is
one.
that like your go-to?
The very first one, or like
The first one?
the whole franchise.
Honestly, the first one, yeah, to be honest
Okay.
with you. But the franchise is included also, but
Okay.
technically the first one.
What would you
Any-
have liked to have seen different
any-
from that franchise?
Fuck.
There's plenty of that.
More. Oh, shut up. Alright. Pamela Voorhees and Jason's father. More know about, like, we want to know about
More
that.
backstories?
Yeah, because they don't really say shit about that. It's kind of weird.
Unpopular opinion. I feel like that would ruin the mystique. That's how I feel.
It's been about how many years now since that franchise has been out? I think we're due for an answer to the mistake already. That's what I'm saying. So, honestly, just an answer to that would be my honest opinion. Anybody got anything to say about it?
Oh, that sounds like a threat, dude.
No, but to
You
add
wanna
to
crack your
that,
knuckles too?
to add to that, even Alien itself, the whole mystique about it was they didn't know how the xenomorph was
How it came
created
to be,
or engineered
And
until
then
Covenant ruined everything.
Prometheus.
But yeah, that's another podcast.
Okay, so that about wraps it up
That
for
concludes
this
today's
extremely long episode of
Horror
Let's
cast.
Let's discuss. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching
Much.
however long this video is. Rick, do you want to throw out your social medias? And Alex?
Follow me on Instagram at Outlaw396.
And shout out to Toxin.
And you can follow my band too at Toxin.
Why don't you ever want to throw Thompson out
Underscore
there?
official. Because I talk about it like all the time. It's nice not to say it
True.
sometimes.
I shoved it down the throat last
Toxin.
time.
Say it. Toxic.
We should all just wear
Say
Toxin
it.
shirts next
I'm
week.
down.
You want to
Yes.
promote anything?
You wanna give me
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram.com/NachMetzger. NACH. Just put it on your description.
have
It's
it.
German.
Okay.
And if you guys are interested in learning more about horror and gore, I'm in a gore band called Glorified. You guys can follow us at Glorified Official. He will also have that on the link. And
Subscribe!
That, give us a thumbs up. Share it with your friends.
he loves thumbs up. Sorry,
Yeah, but where?
his ass.
But anyways, you guys,
Sacrifice.
thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the support. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.